So you got something to know where that is?
Yeah, locator.
Yeah. Is that what that other thing is?
The yellow thing, yeah. Did he mention anything about heavy scale?
There's scaling in there.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to have any problem getting out.
No, I'm just saying that. So if you
1963 building.
a lot of times if you do a descale, it reveals rot, and then you have to put a liner in.
Well, yeah, you take all the damn stuff for it would leak. Learn that in the blower systems.
Yeah.
Was
Was Rusty planning on doing a descale?
no.
So he's just doing the outside?
He was, I don't know, but he was thinking about digging outside. And I didn't really care for that too much. He also said something about going and putting access here and doing it here, but I don't know if he's got a flexible style or what he's got there.
So there's a 45 going down. Let's pause this and see where we're at. I don't think it shoots a Y.
What was that?
My main goal is hopefully finding a Y over there.
Yeah. See it?
Yeah, so it goes across and then dives down.
Yeah. Because I know the other one, there's another little back in the shower area.
Yeah, the copper one.
Yeah, most of it is. And it comes from the kitchen sink above it, and the stationary tub here, and the washer, the washer and everything, So you do the same thing this morning, the camera job?
There's a 45 there, so it's probably right before a Y. Yeah, there's your Y.
That's probably right where that drain is then.
Actually, it didn't show a Y there. That's shocking. It's just back-to-back 45s. Let's pause it and see where we're at. I'm going to pull it back and see if I can get a read. I should be getting close.
Right here,
So this floor drain must come this way.
What? Really?
I don't see any tie-in. No, that's all right. I just want to... What we would do is if we ended up doing the liner, we just come in and get file cabinets and all that and stuff there, we would get a better read unless you decided to just open it up right here and shoot that way. So what I'll do is I'll get a read here just to get an idea of the depth. But what we would have to do is if we open the floor here, we have to descale all the cast iron going out from here out in order to get that liner in. So, like you said earlier, it's a lot better over here than where the ceramic is.
But you have to do the high pressure
Jetting?
jetting first, right?
No. So I don't
You got
know.
all kinds of routes.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on outside.
Yeah, you got a lot of routes.
But as far as the lining process goes, we would descale and then flush it with the jetter prior to putting the liner in. If you've got roots and stuff going on outside, then yes, we would jet.
It's definitely roots. I mean, he showed me pictures of that. Every scene was roots. I'm not sure if it's from the oak tree or the evergreen that used to be there.
I'll pause this video and move some totes. located this spot at a depth of 1'8". This is 3 full tile in front of the floor drain. Unable to mark the floor, but it is 3 tile in front at 1'8" deep. So I'm going to zero this out. This is where we would open the floor to avoid getting into the ceramic tile floor if a liner is done. So here's a 45, so this is going to shoot towards the front of the house. Heavy scale. So there's a drop T here. Locate this spot. Well, I'll know as soon if I get the camera out that far. So I've located this spot at a depth of 2'5". This is a drop T, as you can see here. The clean out there. So what I'm going to do is zero it out and again here. So that's 16 foot to this spot. I'm going to zero it out and see if I can get all the way out to the tap. You got heavy roots at the transition. Well, that's as far as I can get. Locate this at a depth of 11 foot deep. Camera will not go any further. I mean, I don't know how he's seeing roots. This is what you see.
His is a lot clearer than yours.
There's nothing. It's not anything to do with my camera. It's in your pipe.
Oh.
My camera is clear as can be. I'll show you when I come back. But that's. I mean, it's just. It is what it is. I mean, I'll show you when I get out of the water. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than this. That's as clear as, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with my picture. It's just something.
You're in a lot of water right now.
Oh, yeah. So, you got 2 options. You dig and do a spot repair there, or we can do a lateral launch, go down the manhole, come up your lateral with a camera and see what it does. The lateral launch is $1,100. The plus to the lateral launch is you're going to at least get an idea of what's going on. So you could dig at that spot where my camera stopped, Rusty's camera stopped,
Yeah.
and get down there, and you've got 30 foot of bad pipe. So you know you don't know until they get down there and start digging. If you do the lateral launch and you're able to get all the way up as far as you can, whether it's to the spot where the camera stopped or it stopped somewhere else, at least you know what's going on. But at this point right now,
Can you go back in a little bit and see what we got? Because I mean,
I can't see anything.
because we could see it the other day.
Well, I mean, I don't know what happened between the other day and now.
Water
Just,
in it, though.
I mean, it's clearly,
You're in the water there. That's the problem.
and I can't put any bigger skid on there with the 3-inch clean out on there. But I mean, I seen roots going right before it went underwater, but
You're in the water now.
I just can't get.
Sorry. Yeah, I wish you would have had a little bit longer reamer
Auger?
on him, because I mean, he stopped. That's as far as he got with his reamer too. And how many feet are you in right now?
Well, I'm gonna say 75.
That's exactly what he had, 75 feet. Yeah, 74 or whatever the hell it is. He says he normally had a 100-footer, but I guess his broke or something, so he had somebody else's.
I mean, we wouldn't even be able to jet that because of them drop. So that drop 90, trying to get the jetter out that far.
Through this way.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd have to have access into that clean out under the floor.
Or you had to be outside.
Huh?
Or you had to be outside.
No, I'm saying we'd have to have access in the clean out in this floor in order to get jetted all the way out. We wouldn't be able to jet from here. So you'd either have to do a spot repair dig and put in a clean out, two-way clean out.
You're talking about outside.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Or remove some of the tile and get the clean out open. But I mean, you got roots all throughout. Obviously, you probably showed you that too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get
every seam.
Oh yeah, you don't get any better than that picture.
Oh no, I think it's because you were underwater right there. He wasn't underwater when he did that.
Well, you probably. When was he here?
A week and a half ago. Yeah.
So it's probably built up a lot of toilet paper and waste and water since then.
Yeah. I presume they're all coming from. Well, we had, like I said, we had evergreen sitting there closer. You know what I mean? But then oak tree, I don't know how far their roots go out.
I've always heard most trees grow out to their apron. So if their roots, if your tree is, 60 foot wide from tip to tip as far as the branches go, I've always heard they go to that tip. You got heavy roots right there at the transition.
Yeah.
From cast to clay.
That's right where the outside and inside is.
Right.
Now you're inside.
Yeah. That's your clean out in the floor right there.
Going up, yeah.
See the branch. Well, you got some pretty heavy serious, I wouldn't say serious, but pretty heavy scale in there too.
Yeah.
You can see where all the toilet paper's catching on the top.
That's the problem with the cast iron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why they've gone to PVC. But they didn't do it.
Well, in commercial they still use cast iron. You can ask Rusty. We've both been at the same building. It's called the Ascent. It's
yeah, I know what it is.
multi-million-dollar condos, and that building's
so in Kentucky.
14 years old, and the whole building needs descaled.
The problem with descaling is that, if you do have pinholes, then they're going to leak.
Well, so the thing with cast iron, 9 times out of 10, like you can kind of see here where the flow line is, the scale is hiding, so the bottom rots out.
Yeah.
And the scale hides that.
Yeah.
Usually, when cast iron rots out, it's in the flow line. There's another 12 o'clock tie in there.
What are you doing?
Let's see what that's at. That's probably a floor drain. I don't know if that would be the floor drain in that. Is there a floor drain?
There's a shower right there too, That backed up with it, at the same time.
Okay, so that's just the floor drain. It's not the bathroom. It may be that.
Do you want me to run the station?
That's not important. I mean, that's. I just wanted to make sure it was, and it's got to be the floor drain at least. So that's really all. As long as we isolate it. Do you have any thoughts on how you would want to proceed? I mean, would you want a quote for the lateral launch or a quote to?
Hard to hear from over there.
Any idea how you would want to proceed? Do you want to get a quote for the lateral launch, or do you want a quote for a dig and a spot repair?
What's the lateral launch again?
The lateral launch is where we take a camera through the sewer. That will pull the manhole, take the camera through the sewer. It launches and goes up your lateral, and then goes as far in as it can.
But you can't ream it or anything that way.
No.
That's just not going to tell us much more, is it?
Well, yeah, and it'll tell you how bad of a section is. You know how long of a section's bad. So we know you've got an issue at the green flag.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's open from there all the way to the street. So you can. What I'm saying is, you could do a dig at that flag, dig all the way down, and find out. You keep having to dig backwards towards the street.
Yeah.
To get the good pipe. If you've got busted up, cracked pipe at this spot where it's marked outside, you have to keep going downstream.
Yeah,
until you get on the
he
solid
ran
pipe.
into a big root right there. That's why he stopped. But because I could see it when he went through.
Is he going to try and come back with a 100-footer, or what's?
No, he didn't say anything about that.
For us to do a spot repair, 6 foot wide, you're about $9,500. I can tell you that Nair's probably about $12,000.
Yeah. Right in front of the bay window, right there.
For us to do a spot repair, unless somebody's going to pay extra, we mound the dirt up. We leave and that's why you go buy.
Well, I understand. I pulled trees, something before too. So same thing. You got to wait for it to simmer down.
Right. So that's why you go by and you see a lot of them cleanouts that are so high. Yeah. Somebody did a repair and they let it naturally settle. The only other way to do that is you haul all the dirt out, fill it up with gravel, grits, whatever, and then top it off with topsoil.
Yeah.
But $9,500 would give you a spot repair and mound the dirt up to allow it to settle.
That spot repair ain't gonna do me any good if we don't clean it out and put a liner in it.
Well, so the way that we would do that is it would be $9,500 for the spot repair, the backfill. You'd be at $995 for jet, and then we would if we did the liner, we'd credit a portion of that back towards the liner. Got to figure out.
What's the liner cost normally?
It's $165 a foot. I don't know how many feet you have. And the thing is,
at least a couple hundred.
I doubt it's that much because you're only lining outside, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But you're only going more than likely.
We were 75 feet where the thing is.
Right, but that 75 was from here.
You're right.
So if you're gonna, the thing about doing a dig outside, at that point, if I was gonna do it, if it was my house, I would want to do the dig or a liner, spot repair, whatever, clean out, install close to the curb, and then that way you're only shooting one liner. If you do a spot repair or clean out by the sidewalk, you got to shoot a liner this way and you got to shoot a liner that way.
There's no sidewalk.
There's a sidewalk.
Oh, my sidewalk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say if you're going to do anything, it'd be better to be closer to the curb.
And how do you mark that? The only way to locate that's with a lateral launch.
Yeah.
So we would have to go in and do a lateral launch.
So it's going to cost $9,500 to do a lateral launch?
No.
Okay.
The lateral launch is, the $9,500 is the spot repair.
If you need to repair. We don't know if we need to repair
Well,
it.
when you're doing a dig outside, it's a spot repair.
Oh,
You're digging to repair that spot so you can get a camera, a jet, or whatever further downstream.
Right.
The $1,100 is the lateral launch. So you go in with lateral, come up, launch the camera, and then you can locate and mark spots. Like if you want, so as far as anybody can tell right now, you just have roots.
Right.
We don't know if the pipe's damaged or not.
Right.
The lateral launch would be able to tell you that. The lateral launch would also give you locates and mark where the right of way is, where the curb is.
How many feet do you have for this to ream? Ream it with more feet. I mean, he only had 75 feet on him. I mean, you can go 100, 150 feet on that thing?
You can, most augers are max of 100 foot. There's some
I've
augers.
seen ones that are just sections, they
Right, I was
connect
getting ready
up.
to lead up to, there's other sectional machines,
Yeah. You
but
don't have
we're not a drain cleaning company.
those? Oh.
Yeah, we're a lining company.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna say is, anybody with a sectional, are they gonna want to come in here with this tile floor? Because you know when you're putting that machine on a sectional, you've got 20-foot links
Yeah.
that's sitting there spinning as you're
Right.
feeding it in there.
Right.
And then at the end of that 20-foot section, you wait till it's up to about here,
Yeah, I know. I've seen him do it.
put
before.
another section on.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to want to bring that
They
in
did
here.
it through there. That's one time one guy did.
There's no way somebody put a sectional through that floor drain.
I've seen him do it.
No way. No way.
I've seen him do it.
All right, we'll go with that.
It was who was it? It was a Holt House.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call Holt House and have them, I mean, you're telling me that they put a sectional not only through there, but you've got another. You got.
I don't know how far he got.
So the thing with that, with running anything, whether it's a sectional or whatever,
Yeah.
not only do you have the trap there, but when you go out a few more feet, it goes down, goes
Right.
across, and then goes out there and goes down.
And
So you
back
got
again. Yeah.
you got 2 drops just in the house.
Right. Okay. I swear it was a section. Maybe I'm thinking of a different spot. Maybe I'm thinking.